everybody.
Hi, guys.
I hope you're all having a great night.
Boogans.
Homie.
Who?
Just
Look at his face.
I want to go through and say hello to everybody. I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. Hello, Joey, Jeff, John, Chris, Sherry
Hi, guys.
Lynn, Mary, Willie, Brian, Kathy.
Michael.
Oh, it's doing that
I
thing.
know.
Jason?
Scuba Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, look at your cat.
Hello, Robert and Melissa.
My cat not black and pink. And yellow
That looks just like your
Hello, Nick.
and pink.
Say hi to Nick.
Yes, I said hello to Nick.
Yeah, her. Not her.
I have
Hello,
French
Neidhart.
fries and corn dogs too. If he wants them.
Ficus and Toast. Hello.
He likes them.
Cooking dinner and tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I had my dinner a little while ago. Risha made some venison chili.
Oh, great.
It's good.
What?
You put it was near me.
It's always
And I
deer when I
wouldn't have
make.
known unless Dad
I
told
don't
me.
Hello,
make
Rob.
chili unless it's deer.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Hey, Rob.
Do you need me to drop the link again, Rob? Hi, Connie.
Hey, sis.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Mandy.
Mom, I'm gonna take
Hi,
this
Tom
over
Riley.
for-
Hi, buddy.
Isn't that cute?
It's so cute.
It's like its own
Marty,
little
how are you
box.
doing? Low back breaking. John ain't here at the moment, Chris.
He's not in there.
Good Lord.
I'm tired.
Last time I seen a mouth like that, it had a hook in it.
Wow. No, I love you. Oh, Bubby. Turd.
Hey,
Trying-
Buddy Biggs.
Hey, Joker. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
That was a long ways to get down to the bottom,
It
wasn't it?
was, wasn't it?
Now, me for mom now. Mommy, me now.
We're waiting on our special guest. I sent him the link, but Rob, if you need me to put the link in the chat, I'll do so, sir.
Use your nose. Bothering.
Oh, yep. He tried to link and it didn't work.
No. No, no.
Sorry about that, Rob.
No, I'm gonna have to watch out. Big boobs.
All right. There you go, sir. I posted the link for Rob so he can come up.
There he is.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing, buddy?
I am very good, sir. And you guys?
Good.
Doing great. Hi, Hunter. Hi,
We
Leanne.
have perfect weather tonight. You can see the back doors open. We have a perfect breeze coming through the night. Just great
Wow.
weather today.
You go pee.
We got snow on the ground.
Yeah.
I've got my
Oh,
I'm either metal detecting, about to go metal detecting, or thinking about metal detecting shirt on.
I love that. That's cool.
She needs one of those because
Yeah.
that's all I hear about.
Well, that's good, buddy. Let me tell you something. You are in the vast majority of spouses whose spouse enjoys the hobby with them. So please enjoy that, because there's you, there's Team Lynch, there's Clark's Cove, and I don't know how many others there are, but it's not many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just like when I started magnet fishing, she didn't want no part of it. And once we got her 360, then she fell in love with it and started metal detecting. Now she fell in love with it. So Yeah, she's obsessed. She actually wanted to go in the snow today. And then I got home. She's like, well, it's going to be muddy and slick out there. So I guess we'll go tomorrow.
I do it. Tom, I got your text, sir. I just got it. I do it, but I'm not a big fan of detecting in the mud.
Yeah.
In the summertime, I don't mind when it rains in the summer because it's a blessing because it cools you down. It's so hot. But the only problem is if it's a quick rainstorm, as soon as the rain's gone, it gets even muggier than it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I saw Juice's video the other day when he was out there hacking through the snow, and I sent him a comment saying, "You're flipping crazy because I am not going to be out there hacking in snow."
Yeah.
Joker said come to Montreal. They have a small 20 inches of snow.
Wow.
Somebody had a comment. Tin Man, aren't you still dealing with a hole in the ceiling? The hole in the ceiling has been drywalled. The entire ceiling has been drywalled, and our construction guy was over here today mudding the seams, so we can turn the heater on if we need it because there's no more holes in our ceiling.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you, Paula. Hi, Ann. Well, she went outside to take some pictures while I was at work, and I wasn't told till I got home, but I seen tracks going out the back door in the snow. I seen tracks off the front porch in the snow, and I seen this round spot where there was no snow. She said, yeah.
That's where my butt landed.
Yeah.
Hey, we spend a lot of time watching the YouTube fails videos of lots of people falling on their butts in the snow and the ice. So you're just among many.
But
Yeah,
she wasn't
you
filming
know.
or nothing when she done it. She was just out taking pictures of the snow. Hi, Mike.
Good evening. Good evening, Mary. Good evening, Joker's Magnet. Maybe. Thank you. Hello, Mary, Shannon, Marty, Tom, Jeff Jackson, Jim Steele, Beard, and the better half.
Hey, Juice.
What's going on, Juice? Somebody snow and mud hunting. That will put some hair on your pool.
I left him a comment. He's more of a man than me. I'm not getting out there in snow and hacking through snow and frozen ground. It was 46 on Clearwater Beach 2 nights ago, and that's about as cold as it's going to get for me to detect.
Yeah.
We detected last year in the snow, but just like now, the ground isn't froze under snow.
It's mud.
Oh, okay.
It's just a mud mess. It's a my muddy mess, Ann, is what it is. I watched I think it was your latest video when you went down to the beach, and God, I'm trying to remember, Rob, but
it's where the very first thing I saw was the guy that just proposed to his girlfriend with the marionette.
Yeah,
and
that was really cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It was really cool.
And I don't normally go down that end of the beach. I normally hunt the north end of Clearwater Beach, but I was at the far south end because I was driving up. I took a guy home from the club after my club meeting. I took a guy home so he had to take the bus, and he lives south of the beach. So I was coming up through the south entrance of the beach. So I said, I'm going to go try the south end tonight, and I had a fun night that night.
Hi, Busby. Yeah, you found some decent stuff too.
Clearwater Beach is a big beach. You could have 8 to 10 guys out there, and you'll never bump into each other. It's just a huge beach.
I've got an item I found, and you may or may not have seen it. I'm going to have to see if I can get Risha to find it, because I put it on ID Me, and one person commented on this piece.
They knew what it was?
Well, they were just guessing.
Oh, I'll take a guess. I'll be happy to take a guess.
Hey, Risha, do you know where my little
AD
I found?
Well, his wife's going to go get something. Get the magnet out of the bedroom. Yeah, the magnet box.
But you know the permission that we detected when you
Christmas
were here.
present. I'm sorry, what, James?
The permission when you were here that I had that we detected, I've got, I won't say what it was, but the big building, I got all that, plus I got on down farther. Risha's not a big fan of the one area because there is a lot of trash, but I think there's still some really cool stuff there. I got her looking for that.
I don't think we hit it all. I really don't. Thank you very much.
No.
I thought Shane had a good idea when he was down there doing by the railroad tracks, because he told me that's where those line of houses were in the 30s and 40s, down there by the railroad track. All those tenement houses, the like the workers' houses.
Yeah. And there's a spot where there was a hotel that I got permission for on that same strip by the railroad tracks. I went over there, but the grass was kind of high, and they've had some cattle in there since, so I need to go back and check it. Hi, Jody. But there's the problem with that lower area is when it floods, it washes a lot of stuff in there, so you got to fight through all the trash to find the good stuff.
Ah,
But I'm sure that there's
yes,
gotta
she
be
said yes, Shannon. Yes, she did. They were all excited. Hello, backbreaking metal detecting. Hello, Miss Leanne, Jody, 907 Outdoors, Paula, Connie Barnes. Wow, you got a great crowd here tonight, buddy. Barry
We have
Teresa.
some awesome supporters to our family. Great family members. I'm going to make myself big for just a minute, Rob, and
Go right ahead, sir.
I'm going to show you this piece I found, and hopefully you can see it. This is my favorite ever find. There's an angel here, an angel here, an angel in the middle, and baby Jesus down here. It does have two holes in it, one there and one there. That guy thought it could possibly be a grave marker or something, but I had sent a picture to Clay and Jen from the Rusty Magnets, and Jen thought possibly, I don't know what it's called, but a lot of pictures she sent me of, like in Catholic churches, they have these things that holds holy water, and they have a little emblem or something up above it, and she thought,
Yeah, a font, F-O-N-T, a font of holy water.
yeah, she thought that could possibly be from that.
Well, if it is, it's going to be from an old church, because we were at church Christmas Eve with Denise's dad, and all the modern fonts now are just like small gold-colored bowls. They're not usually very ornate anymore. But that could very easily be something from a Catholic church, very easily.
But you know, I have found a lot of stuff detecting. I think this is my favorite ever find.
That's a phenomenal relic. I mean, that's a one-of-a-kind relic. And anytime that you can find something one of a kind is a phenomenal find.
But I thought that was just super cool. Jim
It's just
still says
amazing.
he
It's just
agrees
amazing.
on the grave marker.
It could be off of that too. But you just never know what's going to come out of the ground. That is the coolest thing about
Yeah.
this hobby. You just don't know. I want to say real quick, hi to Nightheart. I used to live in Largo, and I went to Clearwater Beach every weekend. I used to work in the city of Largo, Nightheart, so I know exactly where that was. I lived in Largo for almost 7 years when I worked there. So very cool, and I get to Clearwater Beach as often as I can.
Hi, Plugs. Rob, you need to grow a beard, is what Plugs said. AAP.
I had one when I did the head shave. I had the full beard mustache, and then I did, when I shaved my head completely bald for the charity thing for the food drive. I shaved. I left a goatee, like a biker's goatee, and then I did a mohawk down the center because Charlie gave me an extra donation for that. And then I went out door knocking with the mohawk and did not get a single permission with that mohawk.
How you doing, Luke? Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, to me, I found it's like you said, you never know what's going to come out of the ground. When you were down that weekend at Shane, I found that brass Frisco railroad lock.
I know.
See, that's cool. And then your dad found that extremely rare button.
Yeah, that he thought was trash. It's a good thing you and Shane was there because I might have known it was a button, but I wouldn't have known what you guys knew about it. Shane was just shaking and hollering. It was like, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? He's just went nuts.
Well, I mean, it's amazing the amount of stuff. I mean, when Troy found that gold, we think it's a tie tack. It's got like the ivory or pearl on it, and it's a little gold tie tack. He thought it was a roofing tack, and it was in his trash pile. We found that when we were getting ready to do our wrap up in the trash pile, and we looked at it again. And then I had a loop in the car. We looked at it. And it said 14K on it on the tie tack. We originally said it was an earring, but we've learned it's an old, probably 30s or 40s tie tack.
Wow.
My dad had some of those, but yeah, we had gold, and it was in our trash pile.
That's
And,
really cool.
I was counting zincs at the end of the day one day and realized one of them looked better than the other ones, and I pulled out an Indian head and put it in my zinc pile. So
Hi, Mary Teresa. But hey, Brockton,
Mr. Brockton's here.
since that day that Shane found that in Dad's trash pile, now if I have anything whatsoever, I have any doubt about or question about, I'll bring it home and make sure I clean it up.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
usually trash, but I want to make sure that it's trash before I throw it away.
I thought I put the picture of me with the mohawk in my saved pictures here. That's not it. That's just showing my sunburn.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We don't want to show that. Let me see if I can find it here real quick.
Hey, Brockton. Hey, AP.
But I'm trying to get a permission that will involve several acres. And
Nice.
Hope you feel better soon, man.
yeah, me too, Mary. I'm sorry you're hurting.
Yeah.
But
Hi, Barry Teresa.
this guy doesn't live where the property is, but he owns several acres.
Hi, Leanne.
And
Those are the hardest people to find, is the people that don't live where you want to hunt. It's hard tracking people down.
But I work with a guy that knows who the guy is, that he says he sees him on occasion. And he said, when I see him next time, I will ask him for permission for you. But I'm not that good at researching, like you and Shane. I'm not that good at it.
Your best place to start is always county records.
But from what I have found, there was 2 Civil War battles in this area, I think 3 years apart. And
Wow.
it's got like a red line where the battle was, and then it's got the dark green where the majority of the battle was. And on part of his property, both battles were there.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the first battle, there was a lot more on his property than the second, but there is that possibility. They plow the farm, they plant stuff, but there's that possibility there could be something really good there.
Hey, Bad Idea Lab.
Just, but you don't know if somebody's detected it to death or not over the years. It's just hard to say.
No, you don't. I had somebody was bugging me about Mary says Rob looks weird with his face hair and his toupee. I had a picture. I woke up the other day and my hair was just, I took a picture of it because it does look, Mary's joking, but it does look like a really bad toupee on my head. and because I colored my hair for the Rob Burgundy thing for Halloween, and it's my natural white hair is coming back through, so it's like too colored. So when you wake up, it just looks like a bad toupee. So.
Since you were here last, I think, of course, Miss Risha had just had surgery, so she didn't get to go detect with us. Hi, digging it back. But
It's Mr. Charlie.
I think we've made a lot of advances in learning our machines since the last time.
Definitely don't know it all.
No, you'll never know it all. But speaking of detected out, I don't think you can ever detect a place completely out. Risha and I have detected our yard I don't know how many times. And Joe.
I've got a couple properties though that I've hunted so long that I'm only going to get a pull tab or a piece of aluminum. I mean, I know you're supposed to say that, and that a place is never truly hunted out. I mean, but I've got some places now. If I go back there, I'm just going to get trash. And not to say that I haven't gone back to Permission 2 years later and still pulled out an Indian that surprised me. Another place I pulled out a part of a pocket watch that I thought was hunted out. So I'm not 100% into that thing, but I also don't think it can't happen. I mean, like I say, I've gone to a Permission at Dalton. I have hunted 5 times, and I came out with a V nickel in the corner that we missed. So it's possible, but and obviously the bigger it is, the bigger property it is, the harder it is to say the whole thing's been hunted.
Yeah.
You know, especially now that I've got the little coil, you know, it's great. I mean, I will tell people the worst facet of my metal detecting is my pinpointing. That's just my worst. I'm bad at pinpointing. I can't tell you how many second holes I've had to dig because I've missed it on the first hole. Yeah. And the nice thing about that little coil is with that little coil that big, you know, with that noise, that thing is somewhere within that golf size hole right there. So
yeah,
it has improved my pinpointing like 99%.
Hey,
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rich.
Yeah, it's crazy how I got the 6-inch. She got it for, what did you get it for my birthday last year?
I think so.
She got me the 6-inch, and I've been using that thing like crazy.
The only time I put my big coil on is when I'm at the beach. Unless Dalton and I are, he gets some big field permission. If it's anything smaller than acres and acres, I mean, even if it's a subdivision house here, a permission we get in St. Pete in a yard, all 3 of us will hunt the yard with our small coil on. And the only time I put the big coil on is if I'm actually on acreage or on the beach. Because I tried doing the beach one time with the small coil because I just felt too lazy to change it. That was a mistake. Don't try the beach. Beaches are just too big to use a small coil.
Yeah. But we'd went over this one spot in the yard, I would say at least 8 times. Both of us. You know, I went over it that many. She probably went over it that many. And one day, Brittany came and got little man. Said, you got like 10 minutes if you want to detect. Hey, real deal. And I'm like, no. I'll go out there. I had, 5 targets, 2 wheat pennies, a quarter, a modern penny, and a little round aluminum thing that looked like it was out of the top of an old coffee pot. And this is a place we've been over multiple times. I go back out the next night and I pull 4 more Wheaties out of that same area. And then
Pat,
the other day.
Pat's a soil expert. Park Rat Pat. He was part owner of a company that did soil remediation and soil testing. So Pat knows a lot about minerals and soil and ground conditions. As a matter of fact, our club actually had Pat over as a speaker for changing ground conditions. And Pat will tell you, based on weather conditions and rain and snow, that it will change and the minerals will change over time. So later on, you can pick up a signal that you couldn't hear maybe 3 months ago. And Pat was people asked when he was done speaking at our club meeting, people were just asking him questions all over the place. And it was funny because he did a video once on soil conditions and some guy basically said to him in the comments, you're full of crap and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And Pat did a separate video listing his qualifications and how many years he'd been doing that. And he went into the technical scientific terms and basically this guy wound up apologizing and shutting his mouth up because Pat knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. Well, I believe that. We've even talked about that because we'll have a penny one day ring up one thing, the next day in a different location. Totally different. You know, within maybe it's a 22, 23 instead of a 2021 or something like that. We've had pennies even ring up to 30 here lately.
I have found that in some weird, rare occasions, maybe 1 out of every 40 or 50 of my Wheaties rings up a 30. I have no idea why with the Knox, but every now and then you get a 30 reading and you're like, wow, I'm going to get me a nice clad quarter and a Wheatie comes out of the ground. And I have no idea why. It only does it once every 40 or 50 coins, but it's some weird thing in the Knox that does that.
Yeah. Hi, Tim. Yeah, it's crazy. But she went out there In fact, I was out in the shop forging, and she screaming and hollering, and she found a silver Rosie out there in that same little area.
Nice.
So, yeah, where we first started detecting, we ain't even been back in that area in probably 4 months. But we're gonna have to go back, and because that's where I found my first Indian head. A 1900 Indian head was here in the yard. So I need to go.
Have you guys got silver? Have you guys got silver this year yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we both have.
I've got an
one.
1800 silver.
I've only got one so far this year.
I finally got my first silver in the 1800s this year.
And how long you been detecting?
What, a little over a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're a slob because it took me 5 years. It took me, and I had to go to Missouri to get it.
Yeah.
Not the last Missouri trip when I met you, but the trip before that. I was doing a courthouse, and
Yeah.
I got 4 barbers within a 10-foot area, and one of them
Wow.
was $18.99, and that's my first 1800 silver. And then I took Shane back to that same courthouse, like 6-8 months later when we came up to see when we met you guys, and I must have hit that courthouse hard because we pulled 1 Wheatie out of it, and that was it.
Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, I will probably never in my entire life have another 4 barber dime day. That was just an incredible metal detecting day.
That's neat.
But those 2
Yeah.
courthouses in Missouri have been 2 of my best days detecting. The other courthouse I did across the other side of the state, I got 7 silvers, 4 of them out of the same hole, a gold ring, a silver ring, and numerous Wheaties that day, and a Civil War bullet. My only 3-ringer Civil War bullet came out of that courthouse. So those 2 courthouses are 2 of the best days I've ever had metal detecting.
Wow.
I was ready to do nothing but courthouses the rest of my life.
Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put the video on Tuesday, but this 1800 silver had you between the hammer attempts. All you could do was look. Yeah, you were doing it while I was out there beating on that metal in between the.
Oh, yeah.
It was in front of a courthouse, believe it or not, Rob. And this courthouse is a pretty new one. It's a 1857 courthouse.
Yeah, so you say that's a pretty new one. The 2 I did were 1900 and 1906, and they were 2 of the oldest grounds I'd ever hunted.
But yeah, this I did ask a person about it because I didn't know if that was original location or not, and they said no, it had been moved.
Ah, okay.
But I did find a horseshoe out in front of it too. So
Well, it's funny. The one town that I did the 1906 courthouse, they had an original 1838 courthouse there,
wow.
and I was doing the curb strips in front of it, and I was like, and right next to the courthouse is the Historical Society and Museum, and I just couldn't get up the guts to go ask because I know this thing's a National Historic Register place. It's got the National Historic Register plaque out front, big brass plaque. And I didn't want to ask, but it was like 4:00. It was my last day in Missouri. And I went and asked a little old lady that was a curator in the museum. And she was not only was she excited about it, but she said, we'd love to see everything you find. I said, whatever I find, I'll donate to the courthouse. And I gave myself like an hour and a half before it got dark. And I wound up pulling out an Indian and 3 or 4 square nails and an old buckle. And I really got upset with myself for not asking earlier in the day because I was flying out the next day. And so that 1838 courthouse is the oldest building that I've ever detected, and I think it was an 02 or 07 Indian out of there. And then when I came back on the trip where I met you, we went to the courthouse again. We met that same lady, and she invited Shane and I down to her old house to come metal detect there. And I got we got a silver off her property, and I got a late 1800s flat button off her property.
Wow.
So you don't know unless you ask.
Yeah. I've been asking more and more. And of course, from what I understand in Missouri, any public property like parks and stuff, you're allowed to detect. But the one town said you need a permit. Risha called. You don't need a permit. You can detect, but you can't dig. So that's
see, there was a town in Denise's hometown in Ohio, and her dad took me and we talked to the park ranger. And he said the same thing. He goes, you guys can detect all you want, but you can't dig it. I'm like, well, that's how you find your target. So basically, they just want you to find surface coins. I've never understood that. Dalton and I got stopped by the cops in a town south of here, and the officer sat in his cruiser and he watched us and he didn't bother us till the minute Dalton put a shovel in the ground. And then he walked over to us and said, "You can't do that." And Dalton said to him, "Sir, I researched your city ordinances. You have no rules against metal detecting." And the officer said, "You're exactly right. We have rules about disturbing the park by putting a shovel in the ground." And that's how they made themselves look progressive with metal detecting. But their thing is you can't disturb the ground. And I was like, they're trying to placate people, but be sneaky about it at the same time.
Yeah. Hello, Patterson. Hello, AZ. Yeah, that was the deal there. And my dad and I don't know if you heard the story, but we were up north where we go hunting, and we're in this little bitty park, and some lady calls the sheriff's department, screaming, hollering at me that I'm tearing up the park and doing this and doing that. So I told Dad, I said, let's just leave. So we got to the truck, put our stuff up. We're pulling out, and this rig pulls up, and this guy gets out, comes up through there, madder than a wet hen. So I stopped and asked him how he's doing, and he just kept looking. Dad said, "You looking for us? Are you the guys digging in the park?" I said, "We sure are." Well, then he just starts rambling. I said, it's legal to detect in the parks in Missouri. Then he started calming down, and he's like, "Well, I'm the mayor of this town, and there ain't 100 people in this town. The nastiest park I've ever been in." And he said, "I've got to try to keep the peace." He said, "Next time, just let me know you're going to be here, and I'll know what's going on." I said, "There won't be a next time." I said, "But if the lady's so concerned about this park, and there's a backpack laying over there, there's pop cans," which we'd already picked up a bunch of trash when we first got there. I said, "We were getting ready to pick that up." I said, "But not now." He said, "Well, I guess I'll have to pick up." I said, "I guess you will. I'm not doing it."
Absolutely.
I said, "I would have."
They don't realize how much metal we take out of the ground.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
nails, all the nails. We've found, I don't think we've been in the park, we haven't found a bullet or a shell casing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I pick up the broken glass.
Yeah.
I don't know if Joe Strack is in here tonight, but Joe Strack, I think he's in Indiana. He came down, his family came down to Clearwater for vacation. Well, actually, an hour and a half south of Clearwater, and he drove up an hour and a half south of Clearwater to meet him, and I drove the 45 minutes down to Clearwater Beach, and we met on Clearwater Beach. And I had never met the guy before, and I'm detecting with him. If a piece of, if a straw or a piece of napkin or something, or a paper cup or plastic cup went by him when he was detecting, he picked it up, put it in his pouch. Never said nothing, but I was really impressed with Joe. I mean, he did real, he was real, ecological, and
Jake.
I just think a lot of people don't realize that metal detectors leave a place better than we get.
Yeah.
Hi, Jake. How you doing, brother?
They might be, Rachel.
Got my number. All you got to do is call, man.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, AZ Treasure Hunting.
We're a big family. We're here to help and support each other. So.
Oh, I want to congratulate you guys. I happen to notice on the other regular YouTube page that you guys are now at 2.68 subscribers. You guys have grown tremendously in a year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hello, Olin. We're shooting for
Hi, Olin.
3,000. As soon as we get there, we're going to give away a magnet kit. I'm going to give away probably a knife or two that I make and different stuff. We're going to some coins. So we're going to try to have a big giveaway once we reach that place.
To me, that's a big mark. I mean, it's taken me 5 years to get to 2,500, and I've done it very slow and steady. That's the way I've done it. There's been a lot of pages that have grown big and then they burn out and then they're not here anymore. So
yeah.
I'm happy the way I'm doing it. I know there's channels out there that are buying subs, they're buying comments, they're buying viewers. I mean, when a guy with 800 subs gets 2,500 views, but there's only 3 comments on his video, something's not mathematically right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it should be in proportion.
Mm-hmm.
We've earned every one we got.
Yeah.
So have I. And I will tell you another thing too, and I maybe shouldn't say this, but I did a survey poll on one of my live streams about a month ago, asking the question, how important is ethics to you in metal detecting? And I thought it was going to be like 99 to 1%. It was 90 to 10. And I was shocked by that. I'm here to tell you, I was shocked that there were 10% of respondents that said that ethics weren't that important to them metal detecting. And
Wow.
Yeah.
I talked to Pat about that. And the problem is you have these channels that plant stuff that get caught, and then they still keep doing. And Pat explained, he goes, well, once that gets out, then you just watch their channel for entertainment, because we all fall under the entertainment category. I go, nope, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying into that. If people can't believe that what you put in this video or what you dug is what you actually dug out of the ground, I don't want people watching my channel. I don't want anybody thinking that anything I've put out on my channel that I've bought in a jewelry store or coin store or farm store or Amazon.
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah.
personal.
The bathroom.
You know, first off, I couldn't sleep with myself at night, so I just
No.
don't.
Exactly. You okay?
Goodness gracious, son.
I mean, I'm happy that Meryl's been calling out some of those channels. So
Yeah.
guys, Jake said he could use your prayers right now. So if you would, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. If you don't do that, at
Good
least
vibes.
give him good vibes and well wishes. Like I said, Jake, you got my phone number, brother. All you got to do is call.
Yeah.
If he signals, sir.
yeah, it says you want a giveaway.
Yeah, and
That's awesome.
I got a message from Iffy earlier, and I thought, is that really him or not? Because I don't have him as a friend on Facebook. So now I know it was
really him?
Yeah, it was really him, you know, because I get people sending me friend requests that's got 2 pictures and they've had their Facebook for 2 days, and
My
legit, but I'm not
Facebook's been hacked twice in the last 6 months, and I don't know why, because I don't keep anything important on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't either.
Melody's got hacked too the other day.
I got it for my YouTube. Thank you, Iffy. I appreciate that.
Jake, I don't know Georgia Diver Recovery Channel, but you say his name is Jake?
Yeah.
Mental health is real, buddy. It is. People need to take that serious. Bad Idea Lab says ethics are everything. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, mental health is real, Jake. Like I said, brother, you got my phone number. Anytime you need to talk, you just give me a holler and I'll talk with you as long as you need me to.
Maybe
That's
I don't
fine.
understand either. Evening, Enforcer. Thank you,
We're
Pond
all-
Scum.
Hi, Enforcer. We're all about
Thank you, Ann.
family.
And said happy birthday, little man.
Yeah, Jake, as Georgia Diving Recovery was Dirty Mag Yackers, or is Dirty Mag Yackers.
Oh, okay. That channel I do know and I'm subscribed to.
Yeah. I was just making sure I try to make everybody moderators. Please just don't abuse it. I do that so you can check out each other's channels. And if there's any bots hop in here, you guys can jump on there and get it.
Mary said, I hooked him up with your contact, dude. Sorry, I didn't let you know. That's okay.
Yep, he just said that. Yes, I do. I'll tell you something. I've been telling people this. Brenda from watch her name go right out of my head. Mama Bear. She put together a list of channels and put the channel name and then the person's name, so you can start calling them by their name. And I've got a copy of that list, and I've been expanding it. And one of these days, I'm going to put it in a PDF form. So if anybody wants it, so while they're on their streams, they can use it as a cheat sheet. So one of these days, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get it caught up with some of these new channel names I see here, and get that out to folks so we can all, leave that on the side here so we can refer to it, and till we get to know everybody's names.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have trouble with names. I'm getting better.
I'm getting better too.
Hey, Dave, Patterson Farm.
My God, honey, that dinner sounds so good.
Bro. Thank you.
Okay. Put a piece of bacon in there.
Bacon.
What the heck?
Put bacon in everything, okay? Put bacon.
Bacon
Put it
makes
in your peanut butter and jelly, okay?
Yeah.
God, I have bacon.
Beard, if you're wondering, Charlie's leaving for California tomorrow. He's got a family situation. He's flying out to California really early tomorrow morning. So
Okay.
that's why he probably couldn't come up tonight.
Yeah, no worries.
Charlie's
Thank
an
you,
awesome
AC.
guy.
Yeah.
Charlie's beyond awesome. The most stand-up guy I've met in a long, long time. He does what he says he's going to do. Does it when he says he's going to do it, and he's a good guy. And right now, word's getting out that Charlie's a really good guy, and he's now having to worry because there's a few people trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
James, your memory will improve when you hit 60.
I'm about to hit 61.
Oh,
And it's not helping him.
oh.
Bacon is getting expensive. I just got some. Everything is getting
Yes.
expensive.
I didn't realize how much eggs went up.
Yeah. That's
I thought heavy
crazy.
whipping cream. Oh my god.
Hey, photos. Thank
Hey,
you for
photos.
coming in.
Evening photos.
I couldn't tell you how many years now I take eggs for lunch for work.
Hard boiled or what?
Fried. She fries them in
Okay.
butter, don't you?
Butter.
Yeah. Usually 3 eggs, and I've been taking that, I bet, for 10 years. That's what I eat for lunch.
I
And
don't
she's
know if
like,
it's been
it's been a long time.
that long. Oh.
I mean, I've put up with you for over 20 years now.
I was going to ask you how long you two been together.
Almost 20 years.
April will be 20 years we've been married.
Feels like fire.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Tim, maybe it's 63. I don't remember.
Bobby, wait.
Speaking of which, what is today? Next Tuesday, my dad will be turning 85.
Your dad was hanging right with us out there digging. I'm telling you, he was the man out there that day.
Yep, we took him. Was it Sunday? Yeah, we took him with us Sunday detecting, and he had a lot of fun. But it was pretty cold out there. And I bet we detected 4 or 5 hours, and he said, "Are you about done? I'm getting a little cold." But he come over here. He had to have a place taken off of his back, and I have to put this little pad in there and take care of it for him, clean it up and stuff. And thank you, Tim. Yeah, he does rock.
Thank you, Shannon.
He's awesome.
Venture Delow, if you have 20 chickens that lay eggs daily, buddy, those chickens are making you money right now because
Yeah.
you are saving some serious bucks not buying eggs.
Yeah.
But the bad part is the feed has went up too.
Mm.
I got a buddy that raises chickens and pigs and cows, and he'll put on his Facebook page like each time he buys feed and how much the price has increased.
Happy anniversary, Enforcer.
Happy anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah, April 18th will be 20 years we've been married.
That's funny, Barry Teresa.
Hey, Mom.
I just paid $5.30 a dozen. That's just
Mom.
I used to get a dozen small eggs at the dollar store for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5.30 a dozen is probably a good price right now. Is that a good price?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people said they're up around $8 a dozen.
Joker's Magnet, that's a great idea.
I don't know. I wouldn't turn loose of my bacon to give the chickens, though. Yeah, Connie said January 30th. I think it's next Tuesday. I was going to take him fishing and magnet fishing for his birthday this weekend, but he says it's going to be too cold and nasty.
Well, now that you mentioned magnet fishing, here is my Kratos magnet, sir, that Miss Denise, my lovely girlfriend, got me for Christmas using your discount code, sir. So thank you very much for using your discount code.
Thank you very much for using my code. I appreciate that.
So
But when
I
you
haven't
come
used
back
it
up
yet.
there,
I haven't used it yet, but when I use it, you guys will see my first magnet fishing video of 2023.
awesome. Make sure you Loctite it though.
Yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way when I got another magnet on my third throw. The rope went one way and the magnet went the other way into the lake. And luckily, we had a Northern Tools about 10 minutes away, and I went and just bought a cheapo $9.99 magnet. And literally on my third throw with the cheapo magnet, I snagged my more expensive magnet. Was able to get it back. I didn't know that when you get them, they just thumb tight them when you get it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, as everything else in life, I learned things the hard way.
Yeah, you want to take it off, Loctite it, and then get it as tight as you can. Yeah, living the high life right now. Scrambled eggs for supper. That's about the truth.
Oh, I love breakfast for dinner sometimes. Nothing better to go into IHOP for breakfast for dinner.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Brockton.
Mr. Brockton.
Appreciate that. Connie says there's a chance of snow again Tuesday and Wednesday.
Let me see what the temperature is right now.
Jim Steele said, but Rob Magnus don't pick up silver. Ha ha
No, they
ha.
don't. 77 right here, right now, guys.
Well, it's 33 right here.
You can have that.
I don't mind it.
I'm not a cold guy. Oh wow, AAP is thinking of selling the house. Want to be more out in the country. Go to Lenny's, I mean Denny's. Enforcer, we actually have a breakfast place here called Lenny's, and they make fun of that place all the time.
Busby said about knocked out his friend because the Loctite failed.
Yeah, I will. It's in the package. My other magnet I bought, it didn't have Loctite.
Yeah.
35, Shannon says.
We
Joe,
got like a
That's
half
the
mile
one thing
private
about it
drive.
being cold. No snakes, no spiders, no
Yeah.
bugs.
Exactly. I like the different seasons,
I'm gonna eat some more fries.
you know, here. I realize you don't have to battle with the snow and stuff, but I'm a cool weather guy. I'd rather it be, you know, a high of 50 as a high of 90 myself.
Now, see, I'd rather be 85 than 65.
Hi, Olga.
Okay, my credit
Hi, Olga. Wow, Venture
Jim
Below says
Steele.
I have 7 acres. That is awesome. Jim says 25 degrees. There's Joe. See, Joe must have heard us talking about him. Joe,
Yeah,
are your
hi,
ears
Joe.
burning? I was just telling a story about you, Joe Streck.
Well, I'll put it back.
That is
Yeah,
so funny.
Okay.
I grew up in the country. I rented a house in town for a while. I can't do it.
No, I don't see you as an in-town guy.
Where I live right now, if it was daylight, I can look out off my front porch. I can see a house 3/4 of a mile away. When the
There you
leaves
go.
are on, you can't even see it. I have neighbors closer, but the timber hides them.
Mom, what is it?
And
Joe, it was
Risha,
all good. I was telling how you were being really, really cool and picking up all the beach debris, trash as you went by it. And I was really impressed by that.
Sherry Lynn says she don't know why, but she thought it was Tuesday.
Nope, Sherry Lynn, Tuesday's trivia night, and that was last night, so I knew tonight wasn't Tuesday.
So Risha grew up in Springfield. It's a pretty big town. Hi, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Hi,
Uh,
Amy.
And when she first moved out here, she's like, I don't know. And now she's like, I could never go back to the city. I don't know how I ever lived there.
It's a lot different there than it was when I grew up there too.
Yeah, things are so different than they were. Places are so different from 40 or 50 years ago.
Yeah. There's people getting shot all the time in broad daylight and
Yeah.
scary place.
Well, I get shot every day I come home.
Yeah. We got Nerf guns.
Nerf guns. I walk through the door and it's like
We're ready.
World War III. Little man's shooting at me.
We got
The
all
fight's
kinds.
on.
We got them loaded and ready, don't we?
Yeah, I had nieces and nephews that went through the Nerf stage.
Yeah.
You know, I find a lot of Nerf darts in parks.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, let's keep Johnny and
Yeah,
Madeline in our prayers too, and well wishes. That's one awesome thing about this great big family is everybody is here to help and support each other. That's something I never dreamed when I started a Facebook or a YouTube channel, that I would be where I'm at today, for one, and meet so many amazing people. For another thing, how everybody's just willing to jump in and help each other. And I don't know how many hours Brockton spent helping me with my YouTube channel and setting up different things and showing me this and that. And
Brockton's the man. He's a good ambassador between the magnet fishing and the metal detecting communities. He's a nice, you know, he really helps bring in those two communities together. Now you magnet fished first, right, James?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you got into metal. Now, did you get into metal detecting just from watching people's videos, or was there any other particular?
I really don't know. I know we were at an auction one day and we bought 2 metal detectors. And what were they? Fishers,
Fisher.
old Fisher detectors. And we used them some. And
They had all these things you had to tune, and we didn't know what none of that was.
and one time you turn it on, it worked. The next time it didn't.
Didn't
so-
have pinpointers.
No, so we gave up on it. And I think probably from watching like you and Shane and people like that, finding stuff.
It was an honor to meet you too, Chris.
Yeah, it was, Chris. And we'll be back up there in May, ready to go again.
Mhm.
But I think from watching some of you guys detect, we're like, let's try it again. So I started looking for people that sold detectors in our area, and there's a guy in Springfield.
She didn't bother your tools.
But you have to have an appointment. He's retired, and you have to set an appointment up to go to his shop. Well, we got up there, and he had different brands, and we asked him what. I said, I need an idiot-proof detector.
You
Yeah.
know we love you, Brockton.
Yeah, we do, brother. And I said, I need something that's simple, that works good. And he said, probably the best detector I could give you for that is the Minelab Vanquish 540. So that's what we bought. We started finding stuff with it. When Shane come down, he helped show her how to program it. Then we got to the point where she didn't like how I detected. I didn't like how she detected. And I said, well, I want an 800, on a Knox 800. So that's what I ended up getting. But, you know, the 540 it's crazy what an awesome machine that thing is. She finds all kinds of stuff.
Well, it's got from what I've been told by the Minelab reps, because we have 3 clubs in the central west coast of Florida area. We have our club on the Pinellas side of the bay, which is the Gulf side of the bay, and then on the other side of Tampa Bay, where Tampa is, there's a club in Tampa, which Myers Metal Detecting is right there among those guys. And then just east of that, you have a club out in Inverness. I think it's called Central Florida Metal Detecting, and that's where J-Man is, where the club he belongs to. So they got Minelab got all 3 clubs together, and we went out to a big park, and they were introducing the Vanquish for the first time in Florida, and the Minelab rep Debbie came down with her trailer, and they had like 20 Vanquishes laid out. They had a display and a slideshow, and you know, basically she said it's like a mini Knox, a lot of the same electronics, but it's not waterproof. And it was, you know, obviously at a price point about $200 cheaper than a Knox. And I know a lot of people that didn't have Knoxes that were interested in them. Now, everybody that had a Knox, you know, need that one. But when I went out with Denise Kay last night before last on the beach in Clearwater, we did see a guy out there detecting, and I walked over to say hi to him, and I asked him how long you've been detecting, and he said that was the first time he was ever out using his brand new Vanquish.
Wow.
Wow.
So he's a brand new detectorist on Clearwater
That's
Beach.
awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the Vanquish, for myself anyway, because she understands understands it. Shane helped her, and she's been looking at YouTube. But I know the Knox, I can get on there, and it's easier for me to program in
Hey, Bowline.
and change tones between different numbers, because I got basically 0 to 11 lower numbers. I got 12, 13 or tone, higher tone, then 14 to 18 lower tone and 19 up higher tone. And that helps me a lot. And there's times she's like, you're getting too good with that machine.
But I've
Oh, the
learned
Vanquish doesn't do that?
I can't change tones on it, I don't think.
You might be able to,
I don't
but
know.
the bad part is there's not as many YouTube tutorials on the Vanquish as there is the Knox. You can look up basically anything on setting up a Knox. But now
But I have it set where I like it.
I told her, I said, we could get you an 800, probably a good used one. Nope.
Nope.
Hey,
Manicore.
if you're comfortable using it and you like using it, stick with the machine. We go to so many live streams, so many talks, so many podcasts, and everybody says, what's the best machine? The one you feel most comfortable with, the one you find the stuff. I mean, if you go out and get an 800, Risha, or one of the new 7 or 9s, and you're not understanding it, you're not finding anything, it's not doing any good for you.
Right.
So if you're comfortable with the Vanquish, if you're comfortable with a Garrett 250 or a Garrett 400, then by all means use it. And I'm the case in point. When I met Dalton, he had bought maybe like 6 months before the Knox 600 when they were pretty new. And when I met him, I had just bought the 800 and I tried using it and I couldn't understand it. I had the MindLab 705, the Xterra 705, and I was very comfortable with it. So about a month into detecting with Dalton, we'd go to meet once and I'd show up with the 705. He goes, "Where's your Knox?" And I go, I think it might have been a mistake spending $1,000. I said, I was all impressed. I watched all these videos. Everybody loves the machine. It finds everything. It's waterproof. I said, I don't understand it. And I was like, I can't, I said, I think it's beyond me. I can't comprehend it. And he says, you'll get it. You just have to use it. Start bringing it. And I will show you as we hunt to do it. And it did. Dalton was very patient with me over 6 months for me to learn that machine. I still don't know it as well as he does, but now when I go to use, like when Shane came down Thursday, Blind Shane from the Blind Treasure Hunter, him and his wife won a trip to a beautiful resort in St. Pete. And when I picked him up Thursday night and took him to Clearwater Beach and we detected, I gave him the Knox. I wanted him to have the better machine.
Oh.
And I used the 705. I had to remember how to use the 705 now. Because But I will tell you this, Shane had never even held an Equinox, and it doesn't have the raised buttons like the AT Pro and Max does that he's used to being able to do, being blind. But it does have a little bit of the raised like cushion where you push the button down on the Knox, and just that little bit of raised area within 5 minutes, Shane had that machine and he was detecting with it.
Wow.
He's as sharp as a tack, I'm telling you.
Hi, Patty.
Yeah.
Hi, Patty.
Yeah, I really like my
Hello,
Vanquish.
Bold Lion.
I've learned it
Dirt
and
Clod.
set it more to my, it's easier for me. I changed it to jewelry mode and I messed with the settings a little, but I do want a Manicore and I told him I would learn it, but it's going to be probably a few years before I get one, but that's okay.
I'm not. I may try. I may think about it in 2024, but for 2023 right now, I've got 3 machines, and I'm set with them. One of them still under warranty, so I got time.
Yeah.
But Charlie wants one bad. He hasn't gotten it yet. I know a couple of the big channels have gotten them.
Yeah.
I know Merrill loves it. I don't know if I don't know if Gigmaster got one yet because I don't follow his channel too close, and that's just a personal thing with me. But I know the people that I've seen some of these videos on the Manicore. See, I don't need the Manicore for Florida because if I'm on like a 1920 house and I get a 2627 signal for a deep dime, I'll keep digging and it keeps saying it's further down there. And the next thing you know, my shovel's hitting a cast iron pipe.
Yeah.
That's an original pipe from the house in 1920 when they first started getting plumbing. And that's it. If my Knox can easily find those cast iron pipes, I don't need the Manicore because there's nothing. We're not going to have anything in Florida, coin or relic that's below those pipes.
Right.
Hi, ram detecting.
I mean, if I go up and I got to meet Kurt from the Hoover Boys a few years ago, and I got to hunt a big 300-acre field with him. If I ever get a chance to do that again, yeah, I would love to take the Manicore up on 1600 ground, and it'll probably come in handy. But for Florida, the only thing I find on the beach 8 to 10 inches deep is something that somebody intentionally buried because they were too lazy to walk it to the garbage can.
Right. Yeah.
We're talking about metal detecting, different detectors.
But he'll hand me the Equinox, and I'm lost. I don't know. I don't touch the settings because I know I'll mess it up.
Patty says she likes her Simplex, and I know a lot of people really like that machine.
Absolutely. I know Susie Q. Susie Q came down here and she loved her Simplex when I met her down here from Georgia. She loved her Simplex. And there's a lot of people that stand by. And you have to admit, that's a pretty advanced machine at a price that you can buy a beginner's machine at. I mean, they really priced that Simplex to sell, and it did. Is your Vanquish pretty light, Risha?
Yeah, it's pretty light. What did it say it weighs?
I don't remember. Now, with my 6-inch coil,
His is lighter.
mine is lighter than hers.
Yeah.
With my 11-inch coil, it's a lot heavier than hers.
Yeah, I mean my Knox with the 6-inch coil weighs nothing. And then when I pick up Dalton's, he's got the Detect Ed carbon fiber shaft, and his is even lighter than mine.
Wow.
And then I when I went to that Manicore live demonstration over at Myers Metal Detecting in Tampa, and I videotaped that, and I held up and displayed the Manicore. That was like way back in November, and hardly anybody had ever actually seen a real one. And I got to hold one and listen to her speech about it. And that video took off for me, almost went viral. It's got over 5,000 views. It was so light. They say it's like several ounces lighter than the Equinox.
Wow.
So I mean, you can use that thing all day, and it's not going to tire your arm.
Yeah.
Something that I have fought with myself over and I'm learning is I always thought I've got to have that sensitivity all the way up. I've got to run it as high as it'll go. And now, majority of the time, I will run it on 20, but if I start getting in a trashy area, I'll drop it to 12 because I've dug coins down at least 10 inches on 12 sensitivity.
See, I've never run that low, but when I did the beats the other night with Shane and Denise, I backed mine off to like 18 because I just didn't want to be digging, 8-inch targets. I thought, because on Clearwater Beach, if it's a bouncy deep target, it's going to be a bottle cap. And I wound up, even with my sensitivity back at 18, I got a zinc penny at 8 inches deep. So, I mean, the only time Dalton runs his at 25 sometimes. If we're in a big field, he runs all out. I usually run in 22. And when I'm on the beach, I'll run in 20 or 21. But yeah, you're right. It goes plenty deep without being in the max. Because if you're in a max sensitive, it's picking up every teeny little bit of mineral, and it's just super chatty. So,
Yeah.
But I had it on 12, and I know I dug down at least 10, if not 12 inches, and pulled a coin out of the ground on 12.
What Connie said.
Yeah, Bold Lion had about a 5-minute sentence about my sister, how sweet she is. And here's what she said. She did always try to kill me, Rob.
is Connie your sister?
Yeah.
Somebody told me that, and I forgot that.
No, she's a sweetheart.
Now?
I don't believe any of the stories he's told about her.
Oh, yeah. You ask her about the scissors and the knife she threw at me.
She's told me that.
Well, then you better believe it.
Well, I have to admit, my sister never threw a knife at me, but she did throw a baseball at me as hard as she could, and it went through my parents. It went through the one side of my parents' bedroom's door, and we had to make up a story on how that hole got in their door when they came home.
She threw a knife at me as I was going out the kitchen door, and it stuck in the door beside my hand and was slapping me on the hand, the vibration of it from it. And then one day she threw a pair of scissors, and they stuck in the door right beside my head.
Sherry Lynn says Patty would like a wrench.
Yeah, I give her one. Thanks, guys, for letting me know.
Scuba Steve is here. That's somebody's me, Rob. He probably did too.
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
What did I miss? I was an
I'll
angel.
tell you
when I
though,
was-
Brockton's a great supporter of other channels. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
He has really helped me out in some of my giveaways. And I'll tell you something. It's
Yeah.
and Beard, probably a lot of people aren't going to believe this. Charlie and I have only met 5 times.
Wow.
People think we've been like lifelong friends, and it seems
I
like
thought
we're
Yeah.
that.
not, because
Wow.
he is just the easiest, mellowest guy to get along with. We both have the same weird sense of humor, you know, and he's just a dang good guy.
Yeah.
And you know, the first time I met him was at Florida Hunt 6. I was up there with Dalton and Troy and Park Rat Pat, and Charlie was up there with his buddy Dave that he hunts with, and we were all walking down this dirt road on Florida Hunt 6, and there's this short fat guy in the middle of the dirt road, and he's banging on his chest going, GoPro, turn on, GoPro, turn off. And he's just, I'm like, wow, who's this weird guy beating on his chest with his camera over here? And that was Charlie, and that's how we met, and it's just been fun ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, Brockton's my co-host, and we haven't never met, you know, face to face,
Yeah.
but we spend a lot of hours talking to each other on here.
Your phone.
Yeah,
On the
Charlie
phone.
lives 8 hours away from me, and I went up there 3 weeks ago because Gene's I can't remember if it's Gene's family or Gene's wife's family from We Dig It, the gentleman that's a pastor down in the Virgin Islands. I can't remember if it's his family or his wife's family. They're from Pensacola. And so they were coming up for 2 weeks at the end of Christmas, like at the end of January. And they wanted to meet us. Pat was out of town. He couldn't go, but I drove the 8 hours up to Pensacola and got a hotel room for 2 nights. And I got to meet Gene and his son, Gene Jr., and Charlie got his 1930s permission on a couple acres, and that's the video that Gene did 2 nights ago on Monday Digs, and man, did we have a good time! I mean, it was 16 hours of driving for me, but that was a fun half a day of digging before the rain came.
Yeah, I've been missing Monday Digs, a lot of it the last probably month. But we're going to Wisconsin in May.
I didn't use my truck today.
We're having a 2-day collab with the Rusty Magnets to raise money for St. Jude. So I've been working on knives and things like that, trying to get stuff ready because I still got a lot of work to do to get everything ready by the end of May.
Honey, I think I do. Beard, excuse me, Beard. It just started raining here, and I think I still have some detecting crap in the back of my truck. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
I do this all the time.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
let's go pee.
Lurking and editing. But yeah, she wanted to go detecting in the snow today, and then she's like,
Mom.
well, it's a live night, so I don't want to
Get all muddy.
muddy.
Slimy.
It'll been all right. I still like your print out there in the snow where you slipped and fell. But we're planning on going. I know we got some.
Bold, I am beautiful too.
I know I showed this earlier, but I think there's people in here that wasn't in here earlier. We're trying to figure out what this piece is. It's got an angel on each side, an angel in the middle, and the baby Jesus down at the bottom. I've heard it could be a grave marker for maybe a little kid or something. Where I found that is probably, I would say, a little over a block away from where there was a church back in the late 1800s. Mary said she can't be trusted to go outside in the snow. She might get lost in the snow. But I'd really like to figure out what that is, because I think out of all my finds detecting, that is my most favorite piece. And I didn't even know what it was for sure when I pulled it out because it was just covered in gook. And we've cleaned it, and it still needs a little more cleaning, but I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it.
My window's wide open.
What are you doing, Digger?
Getting a sticker.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All right, now I'm cold.
You're cold.
I bet.
Yeah, my window was wide open. I had crap in the back that shouldn't be getting wet.
Oh no.
He just went, loser. She's so kind to me.
Yeah, I've tried with the Google photo search. I put it on ID Me. I was showing that piece again since we had some new people.
Ah, okay.
And I really can't get anything other than a grave marker, possibly. Or I forgot the word Rob used.
It could be decorative from the font for the holy water at church.
Yeah.
We can put those in front of us.
I'll tell you, if you have a Catholic church anywhere near your way, you might talk to the priest and see if it rings a bell for him.
I never thought of that. And Fortune said his wife says it could have been an angel pin for a nun.
It could have been.
I never even thought of that. I'm guessing.
Pretty big. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know nothing about antiques, but my personal guess is this is back in the 1800s. Probably the late 1800s.
I would venture 1800s more than 1900s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so much stuff made back then was so ornate.
Rotten
It's-
said, Connie, run.
It's pretty cool. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna see if I have anything else real quick.
Okay. But yeah, since I've learned to play with the sensitivity and I don't have to run it on 25 all the time,
No, I
it helped
don't.
me a lot too.
Yeah, I don't ever run mine in 25.
Well, that used to be where I run it because I thought, that's the max, so that would be the best place. And after doing some studying and watching videos and doing some reading, it says usually 18 to 20 is the normal range for it. And then, like I said, if I get a trashy area, I'll drop it down to 12 or even down to 8.
Does that eliminate a lot of the sounds for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I found a picture. It's not the one I wanted to find, but I did find a picture.
Right?
Here's me when I had the head shade with the goatee beard.
You can lay down.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. I wouldn't have recognized you, I don't think.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Dalton and Troy wanted to go out with me that time.
Well, you were talking about you couldn't get any permissions when you looked like that. Years ago, when I was a young feller, I would go to different places and ask permission to go. A lot of the places around here, people have farms that certain creeks and rivers run through that you just can't go to without permission. And I'd go to places getting permission that nobody else could get. And they're like, why are you getting permission? And I'm not. Of course, I didn't have the beard. I said, because my hair's really short, not down to here like you guys. And they're like, well, that's not right. I said, but that's how they think back then. That's
the
how
way it is. That's right. Other side of the boat. Good evening. Wow, I haven't seen him in quite a while. Good evening, other side of the boat.
Boat. I think Arisha's trying to work on the sticker pack. I'm not sure what she's doing. I don't think she knows what she's doing.
Yes, I do.
No, no picture.
Oh, cool. Barry Teresa has a friend that deals in religious antiquities. That's cool.
No picture now.
Okay, we're not gonna get.
Barry Teresa said send her a picture of that and she'll ask a friend of hers who deals in religious.
Ficus and toast.
That's
We have this one, but it's a keeper.
I'm a Monardo maniac.
Only 50 of those made, and I'm out of them now.
Wow.
And my printer, well, my printer is usually Park Rat Pat, but he's been out of state for like 6 weeks now. So I had to
Wow.
go to my backup printer, and he just got my new set of 50, and he called me today of the new Monardo Maniac stickers. So they will be premiered on our Sunday stream this coming Sunday, the next limited edition of 50.
Cool.
Awesome. Yep, she said that one ain't going nowhere.
No, that's all.
Good deal.
Hey, Dan B,
Dan B, chilling and grilling with Dan B.
we got a board that's got stickers on it. We
Yeah,
need to.
I gotta get it updated.
Get it
though, 'cause
updated.
We've gotten a bunch more.
And those of you that don't know, May 27th, that's cool, Rob. That's about the size of ours. May 27th, 28th, there's going to be a 2-day collab in Wisconsin with Iron Antler Adventures and the Rusty Magnus. We're going to have some things, not a raffle, but there will be items you'll be able to win to raise money for the children of St. Jude.
That's awesome.
I know there'll be people that can't make it, but
Is it going to be somewhere around your way, Beard?
it'll be in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go up there and hang out with Clay and Jen for a week, and we're going to have it on the 27th, 28th, Saturday and Sunday, because that following Monday's a holiday, so everybody can make it back home without having to use vacation. And
There you go.
Okay. You want to set up a
yeah,
Giveaway
give me a
tool.
second. I've got to.
random giveaway, guys?
Woohoo!
Where is?
Where's the tap?
And thank you for letting me know that Chillin' and Grillin' needed a wrench. They have one now. Now you're expecting to remember how to do this. I don't know how you type all those names in the duck race, because that just
The computer that I just showed you the picture of, I'm using my laptop right now on a little side table on my desk, because my laptop's a little newer and faster than my desk PC. So what I do is on the desk PC is I pull up the stream and I go to participants, and they do the participants alphabetically. So it's real easy. I can type. I can, Charlie can acknowledge the crowd, and then I can type them in. So what I did this weekend, what I did Sunday morning is I got on. I usually don't get to the computer till like 8 to 9, just like I did with you guys, like 5 minutes early, because I'm a really bad procrastinator. It's something I've been trying to work on.
I am too.
But I tried and sat down about 8:30 this Sunday morning, and there was like 15 or 18 people already waiting for the stream to start. So I started typing all their names in, and then as soon as we got going at 9, I thought we'd have 10 or 15 people, and I'd do a quick duck race of 25. Well, before I got done typing all the people that were there at the beginning, I was at 68 names already.
yeah.
So we didn't wind up running the first duck race till like 9:45. I wanted to get the first one out like 9:15, like Marlon does the early bird. See, now I don't know how to use the website or the app that he does, that does the wheels and does you type in the hashtag early bird and then it picks a winner. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still trying to learn how to do that. The duck races were really easy to learn. When I asked somebody about that, they sent me to that page. And the same thing with StreamYard. When I was 2 years ago, I was flipping through pages and I saw 3 guys in a stream. And I said, well, how do you guys do it with 3 people? YouTube don't only let you do 1 person. And they said there's this app called StreamYard, and they said just type it in and somebody will show you a video. And I watched the StreamYard video, and literally in 10 minutes I was up and running on StreamYard.
Wow.
I know some people use there's another one, Melon. I think StreamYard's extremely easy to use.
It seems to be for me. I can't remember the other one
Yes, the time.
that we tried, but
There's one called Melon, MELLON.
yeah, this one was something different than that.
I don't know why.
I can't remember now what it was, but it just didn't work for me.
I like this one. And then I found out that the Duck Race page, the Duck Race app, it's only $15 a year to be a premium person as opposed to a free person. And now that my streams sometimes go over 100 persons, I can put up to 1,000 people in a duck race now.
Wow. Brockton tried to show me how to do that, the duck race, and that's something that's going to take some practice for me.
See, I don't know how to do what she's doing right now.
She's not doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just go up and open a new tab and put in StreamYard giveaway tool, and it'll ask you which broadcast, and then you type in what you want the hashtag to be. This is for a stipper. Okay, it's my week again to not.
Skipper Pap.
It's my week again to not be able to talk.
Evening,
This
Team
is
Lynch.
a sticker
All righty,
pack.
folks, type in hashtag Rob
Yep.
to be part of the giveaway.
Hey, other side of the boat. And we're gonna also have, I'm gonna put it on.
You're getting bossy.
We have the Ohio River history button.
Pin. Yeah.
Oh, the lapel button pin. Great.
Grandma Kelly's magnet.
Ooh, I don't have one of those.
Team Black Diamond Outdoors magnet. And these are the stickers. J Metal Detecting. Kratos Magnetics. Alley Cat Treasures. Ohio River History.
Got that one.
Brockton Magnet Fisher.
Got that one too.
Johnny's Corner.
Ooh.
Swamp Rat Nation.
That's nice too.
And
Bad idea, lab.
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Bad Idea Lab. That's pretty cool.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Gramps is Grumpy. Venture Dulo.
Nice.
Bone Dead Heathens.
I've got that one. I just got. I like that one. That's going to go on my new board, Risha.
Cool.
I'm starting a second board.
All right. Gatsby. Mayor Videos.
I know, Frank. There's some good ones up there, Frank.
Leeds Magneteers. Sorry. This is just a Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed.
Don't tread on me, snake. I got that one too.
And Bear Magnetics. There's a bunch. So hashtag Rob, everybody.
Rachel said you don't even have
I
to
told you.
hashtag at Iron Lantern Adventures. It will collect all new comments too. No repeats. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
have Brockton help me with that because I am
Thanks,
not
Tim.
computer savvy whatsoever. Yeah, I don't remember. I think
That's
we
a girl,
have.
Connie. She has the Don't Tread on Me in a cup around.
I think we have one of your stickers, Rachel. Because I know last year, I think it was you had your giveaway, and seems like you sent me a sticker with it.
Who is it?
Rachel, Jersey Ray,
Yeah,
because she has the stickers that we have duplicates of, separated from the ones we only have like one or so of.
I try to keep 2 of every one.
Well, that's what I did for my big giveaway. Anything I had duplicates or triples of, I put in sticker packs.
Yeah. Yeah, I was behind on the new sticker pack stuff.
Forrester said I'm starting on Dora Fame, got pegboard full. Me and my son collect stickers. And I still have some stickers I've promised we got to send out.
Yes.
I have forgot
Get
to.
them sent.
We will get them sent. I keep forgetting to send Risha.
Talking about that procrastinating thing, that's what I'm bad at, sending stuff out.
I forgot.
Ficus and toast, did we get those?
Yes, thank you very much. I showed what you guys sent me a while back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Also, I didn't show my winning. Adventures with Goat. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, hey Creek, go check out Adventures with Goat. All right, Rachel, thank you. Yeah, Risha won on Rachel's live last night.
Yeah, I gotta email her.
But Risha won a gold panning kit,
and you won
and then I turned around and won a gold pan and a snuffer bottle, they call it, from Sluice Fox.
Yeah.
You put water in this, and then you push it down when you got little pieces of gold, and open it up, and it sucks the gold up inside.
I thought you got a water bottle.
And Adventures with Goat sticker and a Sluice Fox sticker.
So be sure to check out Adventures with Goat.
Yeah.
He does a giveaway, I think, about every Friday night.
I forgot what I said, Brockton. For him to say me too, Risha.
Oh, procrastinating about sending stuff
I'm
out.
terrible.
I have forgot to give her the addresses that I have. We will get the stuff out. Do apologize for that. Some weeks my work is really slow, and some weeks it's hectic as it can be. Where are we at? We have 39 people in the house. We have 28 entries. So if you want a chance, hey Jay, if you want a chance to win all that sticker pack,
What was that little thing that we
hashtag
saw today?
Rob.
Hashtag Rob. It's a big sticker pack, guys.
The little penny.
Yeah, what was that? I forgot.
I
It
don't
was like
remember.
A teeny tiny little penny. It was United States, wasn't it?
I think so. I didn't have my glasses, but
I don't remember.
so
It was
she come up with the
cute.
wild hair. We'd go to the banks and see if they had any silver coins. Of course not.
No.
So we went to the local pawn shop, and we got some 1 ounce copper rounds, and they had this little all the little cardboard thing with the plastic that they put the coin in, and this was about the size of a pencil eraser, and it looked like a penny.
It was a little tiny penny. I can't remember what it said on it though. It told what it was. It was really cute. I can't remember how much they had on it. Was it $25?
I don't remember, but I've never seen one like it. If you need addresses, anyone who's giving stickers and things. I don't know if I have you on Facebook or not.
I'll put in our address if anybody wants to do a sticker swap. I'll put it in the chat.
I can't remember what I won on Iffy Signals. Oh, he was giving away a pinpointer.
Oh,
Score for me.
whoa. That's
Yeah.
Nice.
It's doggone it. What's that hand digger you just got?
Dr. Otek?
Dr. Otek pinpointer.
Wow, that's cool.
Hey, Verdigris. I don't know if I can say that right. Verdigris.
Verdigris.
Verdigris?
I
Hello.
think that's the way I'm pronouncing it. Hello, Wallace Family Adventures.
Go to your dad and get that wiped off. Go to your dad now.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Come here.
Yeah, he was giving away that pinpointer. He had an extra one, and I forgot all about that.
That's a great
Like-
prize.
Yeah, it is. We could always use a backup. English half cent. I had one so tiny.
Do you want milk with daddy or mommy?
Rachel said maybe it's an English half cent. It's really small. Did you put our address in there yet?
I'm getting ready to.
You were getting ready to a while ago.
Brockton is.
Tell Brockton to leave you alone.
Hey, Mom,
Yes.
who is Sluice Fox?
H717.
Who gave us or who donated the.
Evening,
Sweet
717.
Sluice Fox?
Sluice Fox is where you get your gold panning and
Oh,
gold mining supplies.
Oh,
thanks for learning me.
oh, that was
Bubby, who do you want?
Do you need an adult daughter, Rob?
It'll be 29 next month.
I'll send her your way.
I am not 29.
Yes, you
Denise
are.
has me as a kid to deal with.
27. You guys are nuts.
Verdigris, roll the R. It means green in Spanish. Way cool.
Hey,
When she
Mom.
turns 30, we're gonna have a funeral for her 30s.
Well, since Mom will be
20s.
56 next year, I'm
56.
really
Okay.
excited for her.
Oh yeah.
56.
Yeah, we did. Hey, Clay and Jen, we need to talk to each other, sir.
Jay and Clint, dear.
Did you say Jane Glenn?
John used to say that all
I may have
the
said
Oh.
Jay and Clint. I don't
I
know.
said-
You did.
John
John
said-
does it all
Quit
the time.
messing me up, people. I having a hard enough time talking to Rob, and then they get me all messed up. But yeah, that's fine if you want to. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Our
Well,
main
while,
goal
while
is
she's been getting the hashtag ready, I'm getting the duck race ready.
Oh, cool.
So if you haven't made a comment in the last 5 or 10 minutes, just make a comment.
Okay.
Why don't you lean it back?
Reese is making comments.
You can't just snuggle for 5 minutes.
I am
There
snuggling.
we go.
I don't know the chair back.
Okay, honey.
Okay, guys, I just posted the address. If you guys want to do, anybody wants to do a sticker swap.
Clay, if you're still in here, are you still going to have your live stream here in a little while? That way we can,
Send an Iron Raid,
yeah, have an Iron Antler raid.
Antler Army Raid.
Hello, Team Lynch. I don't remember if I said hello to you or not.
Team Lynch.
Hey, Team
What
Lynch.
do you say? What do you say?
I'm just double checking to make sure everybody has wrenches.
I
So
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Hey, Jay.
and the advantage to you guys having a wrench is if you want to check
You said
somebody's
yes.
channel out, all you got to do is click on their channel. It's going to take you to their channel, and you can go in there and hit that thumbs up, drop a comment so you stay subscribed. Yeah, Clay and Jen is going to go live here after a while, so probably at 8 o'clock we'll cut this off so they can fire up their live. They have a big announcement they want to share with everybody.
Thank you, folks, for putting your names in.
Brockton on Wednesday, Clayton.
I gotta get with Jen too. I have a project.
Bless
over.
you.
Bless you. It always sounds like you're shutting the door when she sneezes. Like,
Hello, nailed it.
I'm gonna be. Yep.
it's like you're getting ready to drop a beat or
Nailed it.
beatbox or something.
Oh my god.
Clay said Jen's pregnant.
Oh my
Oh
God.
boy.
I'm guessing that she's nowhere near you right now, Clay.
Yeah. He's probably getting punched.
Somebody said I was pregnant last week.
All right, let's look. We have 45 in here for a sticker pack giveaway. If you're interested
Oh, because you like.
in a sticker
tickled
pack
feet.
giveaway, put in hashtag Rob.
He says she's hot.
Not a sticker pack. an extremely large.
An extremely large sticker pack.
Wow.
We're going to give you a couple more minutes and we'll draw that.
Mom, hurry. Look at all right.
Every
I
time you
can't
look.
see it.
The sticker pack on it.
Mom, if I yell, look.
Oh, I know she's not, Clay.
She's messaged
Oh.
me,
Who?
Jen.
No, Clay. What he's saying is she's not close to him because she'll smack him.
Oh. Yep. Oh.
Let me see.
Somebody's phone's ringing.
Let me
Yeah.
see it again.
It's not my phone.
Let me see it again.
All right. We're
What guy?
I saw it.
Stop doing
Wait,
it.
let's see if I can do this. I don't do this enough to be good at it, Rob. We have 37 entries.
I saw her eyebrow go up and down.
We're gonna give you
I'm
the
in.
stick- Yeah, I saw that. We're gonna give you just another minute. If you want in on the sticker pack, put in hashtag Rob, then we're gonna draw. Maybe I should put in for it and then you have to mail it to me. Yeah.
Well, I hope it doesn't come up under me because I put that in there for people to see.
If it does, we'll redraw
Yeah.
or save postage.
It took me a second.
Yeah, I noticed that. You're like,
Jerk.
what? Jerk? Why with all the names? What's with all of that? I'm waiting on that clock to hit 7:37 for us. I think it'll be 8:37 for Rob.
I've got 40 people on my list, so there's 4 people that haven't said anything in the last 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
I haven't said anything in there. Maybe I should say something.
Mom of 4 boys. That's a new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before. Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Welcome to the chat.
Excuse me. And it is time. Good luck, everybody. I'm assuming you
go.
all can see the screen.
Good luck.
Yeah, take her comment off for a second.
Oh. Oh.
Sherry
Sherry
Lynn.
Lynn.
Sherry Lynn Martin.
Congrats, Sherry.
What?
Next week, I'm gonna give you those hard.
Whoa.
That's a nice sticker pack to get a sticker board going.
They're like sippies, but they're hard.
The hard nipples.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch what you were saying, Rob.
Those will be.
I have to go to another screen, and when it does, I can't
okay.
see this screen.
Well, you can see it, so we're
Well,
okay.
I was trying to think, what comment is he talking about? And I didn't realize I'd left that one up. Congratulations, Sherry Lynn. Just get a hold of Risha or myself. She should have your
I have
address.
your address, yes.
Okay, she has your address.
Mom, is that okay?
Yes. It's fine.
You're gonna try to fight me.
Is it okay that the parent?
All right, let me get this off of there,
Mom, she scares me.
Mr. Rob.
Watch out, scare. Mom, this is what we're gonna do. Can you
All right, Miss Risha said if you want to do a sticker swap, there's our address.
can you help us with-
You didn't get to come to our big metropolis city when you were here, did you, Rob?
No, that was the only place I met you was out there in the field.
Yep.
I might fight you.
Well, hopefully next
I
time.
still had
you-
like a 4 hour. I still had like a 4 hour drive after I left you guys.
Yeah, you were heading up towards Kansas City.
Yep.
Woof.
But the next time I come up that way, I'll make sure I come up through the bottom of the state.
All right.
Quite. We'll miss this fucking hour.
Aren't you hot? It's hot in
Yeah,
here.
it's a little warm.
Mom,
It's hot in
When
here.
we built this house, we over insulated it. And
I can't see that far anyway.
we got a little
Nothing
window
wrong with
air
that.
conditioner unit that cools the whole house. And like now, we got snow on the ground and we're sitting here sweating.
No, it's pretty significantly warm. If you want to hit that.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Right?
Mom, can you turn it down in here?
Tell that.
Well, guys, I've checked this list 4 times and I can't see anybody I'm missing.
Oh,
Hello, Colt. Wicked Digga, how you doing, Chris?
Wicked Make a digger.
Wait, is this one-
He got the new
Don't let-
Legend, and he's been killing it with that thing. Yeah, I understand that getting up
Fireplace.
early,
How is it?
Chris. We do appreciate you coming in here and hanging out. We got a pretty good crowd in here. See, Rob brings the people with him.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, you guys had a great crowd before I logged on and said hello.
Gotta give him the old antler.
All righty, well, if you guys want me to run a duck race, I am ready.
For Jay and Clint.
Do I need to click on it, sir? Add the stream, or can you do
Just
that?
click on it.
Okay.
No, you have to add the stream. There you go.
Awesome.
Now, what do I do? Oh, you got it from there. Okay.
Nope, you don't.
I
do
don't know
nothing.
nothing
You
about
don't do nothing
computers,
now. I got
Rob.
it.
I know absolutely nothing about computers.
What's up?
What I said in my email?
You know enough to get
When I
by.
thing that we set up, don't pop up like 5 clicks on the email I sent.
Kathy said she just figured out she was 12 minutes behind on the
Oh
video.
my God.
Well, figure it out.
That's about what I usually am. Yes.
Figure it out.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna do this for a $2 bill and a channel sticker from my channel,
Awesome.
Awesome.
Buy me an iPad or a computer for the house.
and we will go.
Good luck, everybody.
We're gonna have to-
You're gonna have to
We're gonna have to sponsor that.
roll in the dough.
Well,
3, 2, 1.
Good luck, all. And Rob, I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
I haven't learned how to just.
The one skill I have, we might as well use it.
Yeah. I do appreciate you coming up.
Yes.
You know, I enjoy talking to you. You're welcome back anytime, and maybe sometime Charlie can come up. You said he had to fly out for
Yeah, he's leaving
Oh.
California in the morning. He's got some family out there, and he needs to be out there. There could be basically some health situations that he wants to go out and see some people.
Wow.
okay, well, everybody keep Charlie in your prayers too. He's an awesome guy.
Mhm.
Really awesome guy. Actually, like Rob said, he's too nice.
Alrighty, guys, 1 minute to go. 717's out there. Joe Strack, Leanne's out there, but we'll see if that holds
Blistering
up.
Barnacle, Leanne, Jersey Ray,
There's gonna be someone coming from the back. quickly.
Scuba Steve. Here comes Leanne up on the top. Steve's making a move.
Someone's gonna make a charge from the back.
Leanne's
On in, here comes the ducky.
taking the lead.
I'll tell you, Patty D, who's down there in the bottom with the yellow duck, she's won quite a few races on my channel. She does very well. She gets lucky on my channel very well.
Brockton's up there.
Martin's out there,
Kathy's
Pond
up there.
Scum, Team Lynch.
Jeff, Jay,
Team Lynch and Pond Scum are pulling out.
they're sneaking out, leaving everybody. Here comes Spike and Toast. Are they going to be able to hold the lead? Oh, somebody's making a fast
Joe
move.
Strack's coming from the
Joe
back.
Strack, he's coming in. I think Joe
Boom,
Strack's going
Joe.
to take it. Congratulations, Joe.
Congrats.
Oh, look at that. Jim Steele finished third. The world's coming to an end.
Oh, no,
Wow.
this was a $2 bill.
Oh,
Brockton was
That's
second. Jim Steele
$3.
third. Joe, I know you got my address, buddy. So just send me a text message with your address, or you got my phone. So give me a text message, Joe, and I'll get you the $2 bill and his channel sticker out.
Brockton's used to
Oh,
that
no.
shortcomings.
All right, dear.
I don't remember.
You must be too.
Yeah, I like to
Didn't
look
know
over.
it.
Get it?
Yeah, I like to look over.
Oh,
Mama
thank you, Leanne.
Playboy, I just made you a moderator so you can share your link.
It's more of a power move.
Please don't abuse it, or we will take you out of there.
What is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Good.
But don't forget, Clay and Jen, the Rusty Magnus, got a big announcement they're going to have. We will probably get out of here in another 15 minutes. so they can do that, and I don't keep Rob up too late.
Oh, Rob will be up. Rob's going to be eating dinner when we get done with this.
Oh, I usually am, but I got it done beforehand. But I got to get up
Well,
at 4:30 and
she
be
had
at work
a
at 5.
she had a roast cooking in the slow cooker, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
just didn't time it right.
I don't remember if I said hi to Nailed It or not. If I miss anybody, I do apologize. I try to keep up. I have trouble keeping up the chat, and
That's why it's just great to have a co-host.
yeah,
What place did I finish? Let me see, Enforcer, what place did he finish? I already took the duck race off because I had to take Leanne because she was out, so I don't know, Enforcer. Eggs and bacon. No, we're having a pot roast with all the trimmings and veggies tonight.
nice, Shannon. Thanks for
Sorry,
coming in,
Enforcer,
brother.
I can't. Yeah, I
Chris,
already.
thank you for coming in. Have a good night. Brockton said, Joe Strack, you stole my thunder. And you're lucky I already have a $2 bill from Rob.
Connie's texting me.
Oh,
It's not
You
broccoli.
know, I don't know what the
this
hell a one-eyed sandwich is, and I'm not sure I want to know.
time. One-eyed sandwich and beans. Huh?
no, I
Fried
don't.
egg sandwich.
I've never heard that before.
Maybe fried egg sandwich.
Me
Probably.
neither. Pot roast used to be the expensive meal. Now it's breakfast. Well, I got a good deal on a nice piece of meat. So Denise put it in the slow cooker tonight with some carrots and some potatoes and some green beans, fresh green beans. Ficus, have a good night, buddy.
Good night, Ficus.
Oh, egg in a nest.
Egg
Okay.
Yeah.
For some comments, I can't see any comments from Brock.
It comes from Rob.
Oh,
A lot of people have that problem, Joe. I just haven't figured it out yet.
Miss Patty D, you have a great night. Same with you, ma'am.
Thank you, Patty. Have a great night.
Yeah, thank you, Patty.
Antler Army race.
Olga, I think I had you in there. Yes, I did, Olga. You were in the race. I saw the participants list.
Oh.
A couple times.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a brace for my wrist from swinging that detector so much, because I mean, usually Saturday and Sundays, that's why sometimes we miss your live. I hate it, but we're out detecting probably 7, 8, 9 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And if I put the bigger coil on,
I lose. Tim, have a good night. I lose some people on Sunday mornings because they're getting ready to go out detecting. And Park Rat, who used to be my co-host before Charlie, when he met Kimberly, she has Sundays off, so that's it for them to go out detecting. So Pat gets to go out with Kimberly on Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
night, Kathy. Love you. Take care.
60 thumbs
Night,
up.
Tim.
60 thumbs up. Thank you all for the 60 thumbs up.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Thank you so much.
We do appreciate it. We'll have to have Rob back up here again sometime. Thank you, Connie.
Yeah, we'll get a time I can get up here at Mr. Charlie because Charlie is, I don't call him Charlie Chuckles for nothing. He is a laugh a minute.
Yeah. I enjoy you guys have an awesome live stream, and I enjoy it.
Hey, Jody, I didn't see you.
It's funny. We usually don't even call each other Sunday mornings. We're not even playing anything, and we get on there and we just play off each other, and it just works.
It
Yeah.
does. You guys are a good team.
Thank you, Pond Scum.
No, we
Love you,
have
Kathy.
one that-
the last one we had.
No,
I told her
I-
first, huh?
hold on.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I-
a quilt.
I started the stream as a fill-in for Liz from Digging Canuck when she took the summer off to be with her daughter who graduated college. They wanted to spend the summer with her before she went out into the working world when she graduated college. So she took the summer off. So I was her fill-in. I said, you know what? I want to keep the people here at the time spot. So I just filled in for her for the summer. And when she came back, people said, you should go on an hour early and be her lead-in. And that's exactly what I did. I started at 9 instead of 10 so we could lead into hers. And now Marlon's in that spot, and we just end and we pick it right up with Marlon.
Yeah. And used to get to watch Marlins all the time too. And like I said, with YouTube,
Love you
You-
too, Sherry Lynn. Have
yeah,
a
we
good
love you,
night.
Sherry Lynn.
You're
Thank you,
We
welcome.
have to keep up, getting out content. So with me working 5 days a week and it being dark so early,
Early.
the weekends is the only time we have basically.
So we
Now-
go hard on the weekends.
Yeah, if John or Brittany gets off a little bit early or something,
Yeah.
and pick up little man a little early, or if it's decent out, we can take him because he likes to dig too.
Yes.
But other than that, we got to hit it hard on the weekends.
Well, we watch Marlins stream, and then obviously if it's football season, Denise and I are big football fans and big Bucks fans, so we're in. I don't usually hunt on Sunday, and unless maybe it's the off week of the Bucks, or if Denise she rarely works on Sunday, but every now and then she works on Saturday. She usually works Monday through Friday, but if she works a Saturday and she's not going to be home because Saturday's our day together. If she has to work on a Saturday, she's like, "Hey, I'm going to be gone for 6 or 7 hours on Saturday. Go detecting." And I'm like, "Yeah."
You'll have the plastic.
Hey, Peg Leggin, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Peg Leggett.
Appreciate it.
Good evening. Janine's
Hi,
fine. Good evening,
Janine.
Janine.
For babies.
This has been a pretty good stream, though. We've had a lot of good people in here tonight.
I'm telling you, got some great names in here tonight. I'm telling you, some of these people here, I've got a few people that don't even detect, and they come into my stream, and I thank you for the support. We welcome the support. I try and make my videos as entertaining as possible, and I try and show. I mean, I've watched 20-minute metal detecting videos, and they've got 2 finds. That's not my cup of tea. So I try and make it a find a minute. I try and so when you watch my video, you come back and wow, he found a lot of stuff that day. And then I get a lot of comments from people going, "Man, you find a lot of stuff and all I find is trash." Oh no. I find a lot of trash. I just don't usually show it until I just show a pile of it to wrap up.
Yeah, we used to do that. We just throw it away.
Kimberly drove over from the other coast where her and Pat live, and she drove the 3.5 hours, and she stayed over here last weekend with Denise and I, and her and I hunted Friday night, all day Saturday, and then all day Sunday after the stream. And I bet between the two of us in 3 days, we dug 350, 400 holes each. I mean, she said she had almost 100 clad coins at the end of that weekend. So, I mean, but you got to put the holes in. You got to put the digs into.
Oh yeah. Well, with us being magnet fishers to start with, my magnets are in the back of my truck. If I stumble upon a place,
Absolutely.
and my trash
Absolutely.
buckets are in the back of the truck. So when we get done detecting, we just throw all that trash in there because I collect the scrap, and I'm going to go sell it all at some point.
I recycle every piece of scrap metal I dig. We have a recycling place up here that takes everything, and every time I dig a piece of copper out or copper pipe out, I just say I just dug money when I put it in my pouch.
Yeah.
I have 5. I'm glad you brought that up here. I have 5 buckets. I have one big garbage can size bucket for my aluminum cans and my aluminum, and then I have one bucket for all my lead pieces, and then I have one bucket for pure copper, like copper pipes and copper tubing, and then I have another bucket for the brass, the mixed brass, and then I have one for just all garbage metal that they call scrap metal. And my scrap iron place has the 5 categories that they pay you for. So I go up there with 5 buckets, and they can just weigh each bucket in the category it's in. I'm in and out of there fast, and there it's rarely a time I go up there I don't come home at least a $20 bill.
Yeah.
And
But
beard, I put that right in my gas tank to go out metal detecting more.
Well, that's something you touched on earlier. I had a comment. I don't remember if it was my last video or the one before that. The comment was, why do people not show digging all these things out? Everybody just has the item, they're showing it, it almost seems like everybody's planning all these things. So if I was going to plant something to find, it sure wouldn't be a nickel or a quarter. It'd be something really cool. I don't do that. And sometimes I do show myself digging the hole, but it seems like every time I have a banging signal and I think, man, it's up on top, and I turn the camera on, I start digging, it takes me 5 minutes to find it. Reach is the same way.
Well, not only that, yeah. I mean, every time I dig something and I put the camera on, I can't find it. Absolutely, it's the curse. Everybody calls it the curse of the live dig for a real reason. It is. I mean, you get a great 26, 27 on the Knox. You're absolutely positive it's going to be a silver dime, and it turns out to be a big rusty nail down 7 inches. It just never fails when you do that live. And then you get a 25 that never touches 27, and it's a silver dime and you didn't film it. I made a promise last year trying to do more live digs, and I don't think I got 5 silvers live. It's just hard. But before I continue that, Rusty Magnets, congratulations on your first Wheatie a couple weeks ago. Don't let anybody tell you finding a Wheatie is not a good finding. Finding a Wheatie, I've been doing this 5 years, and I love every Wheatie I pull out of the ground. So congratulations, Rusty Magnets. Wallace family, Peg Leg. Peg Leggin says, I recycle the lead into muzzleloader bullets. That's another great idea.
Yep.
Yeah, what the digger says, if I showed every hole, there'd be 5 good targets, 70 crappy ones, and it'd be a 3-hour video. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'll show my trash at the end, but I think as we progress, as I progressed, I mean, my first video, I didn't have a smart camera or smartphone. I used my iPad that I carried in a backpack. So every target I found, I had to take the backpack off, zip it open, take the iPad out, film it. I didn't have a pinpointer, so I had to grab the dirt, wave it over the coil, and then once it was there, I'd lay it down, get the iPad out. I mean, it's a lot of work filming every signal, and it's more work even to film them live because you have to have a tripod or you're digging with one hand, and then when you're digging with one leg to do it, like you said, you miss your target. Oh, Vertigus, congratulations on your first Indian. I was over the moon with my first Indian.
Yeah, Clay, like Rob said, I love finding wheat pennies. If I wish every penny I dug was a wheat penny or an Indian head, because I love finding them. To me, that's a good target.
Oh, Rusty Magnets, anytime. I met a guy from another club, and I'm not going to mention any names or any club, but I met a guy from another club who told me he had a guy in his club that was so snotty that if he found a Wheatie, he threw it over his shoulder into the street because that wasn't good enough for him. And I said, I will never hunt with that person. Don't ever bring that person to any hunt we're on, because I will refuse to hunt with that person, because that's just being a metal detecting snob right there. Because in this area of Florida, we probably find one Indian for every 50 to 100 Wheaties we find. So if you're not happy with Indians, well, you shouldn't be out here doing this.
Oh yeah, Wheatie, Indian head, silver dime, any of that, I get excited about it.
Absolutely.
Some people might think, well, it's crazy to get excited over a silver dime. Not to me, it's exciting. You dig?
Yeah, I don't like when channels use the phrase, "Oh, it's just a rosy. It's just a silver rosy." That silver rosy's every bit as silver as a Merker or a Barber. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's a 90% silver that you just saved from the ground, and I'm happy with every rosy I dig. Absolutely, Peg Leggin. You tell them I'll take the trash with me. 2 Indians, a crotal bell, 2 bale seals. That's a great day. That's a phenomenal day.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's getting really good with that legend. And he hasn't been using it that long.
Any day I come home with a Wheatie or a few Wheaties, a silver, whether it's a rosy, and any cool little small relic like a harmonica reed, a bale seal, or you get a good old penny coin, a good old silver, and a relic. I've had a great day. It's just a great day.
That's awesome.
And if you get a ring on top of it, you're just over the moon.
We'd love to go there.
Yeah,
we come up there.
Joe says, I spent 4 hours in the snow and the mud last Sunday, and I found one good find. It's that one good find. You just hope to get one good find.
Exactly. Yeah, like I said, I get excited when I found that silver in the 1800s the other day. Actually, the signal was bouncing. You know, it wasn't a good hard signal. It was going from like 24 to 29. It was bouncy, and I thought, well, it's probably a penny. And Reaches like, did you live dig it? I said, no, because the signal wasn't a good, steady signal. I thought, well, I've got a nail or a piece of a can or a penny. And when I popped the plug out, in fact, it was only about 1.5 inches deep. And I dug it out there, and I seen that, and I'm like, that's silver. And she come over, and I started looking at it. And then she started freaking out and told me the date, and it was in the 1800s. I'm like, holy cow. You know, I was shaking. That thrills me to death.
Oh, when I got my first 1899 barber there in Missouri, I was glowing. I actually almost cried on the video. I really did. I mean, I was all choked up because I've been waiting 5 years to get 1800s for silver, and I do it with just an 1899. I just made it. Rusty Magnets with us, starting out any finds you can find. And what's nice about that Rusty Magnets is almost everything you find is a bucket lister, is a first time find, and the bucket listers are great.
Well, this one, what was my silver in 1893? I think it was in 1893, but yeah, Clay, to me, anytime I pull out a wheat penny or an Indian head penny, that's a treasure. I mean, I enjoy it.
Peg legging, that's my number one bucket list try to find right now is either a half dime or a regular seated dime, but a seated dime is my number one bucket lister for this year. I'm trying to find. Dalton and Troy both have one. I don't. I'm not going to wish for something like a Crotal Bell because this area is just not old enough for a Crotal Bell. But obviously, if I go up north somewhere, I want to find my first largie, my first U.S. cent, or you know, a British large cent. But
Similar to
uh,
that. I need to talk to him too.
I'm going to say something
Yeah,
to
I
somebody
would
else
like-
too.
I would like to find a seated, and I'd like to find a half dime, but it's all
Dalton
treasure
has-
to me.
Dalton has 2 half dimes, and Troy. I have a Canadian half dime that they call the fish scale, and Dalton had found his half dime like 2 weeks before, and he happened to have it with him. So I took the half dime I found on a permission with Dalton and Troy, and we put it up against Dalton's, and they are the exact same coin. Canada made all its silver coins the exact same. All their coins are the exact same size as U.S. coins since around the turn of the century.
That's crazy. I looked out and dug a bucket lister 1876 CC seated dime like 6 months after I started. That is luck.
What happened to your?
Yeah, see, Clay and Jim,
That's my dream find. I just want to find before I stop detecting when I'm ready to kick the bucket. I want to find a CC silver. I really do.
I think we're going to wrap it up, Rob. I do appreciate you coming up and talking with us.
Absolutely loved it, guys. Thank you very much for the invite.
You're welcome back anytime. Guys, Clay and Jen are going to go live. They have a big announcement they want to make. So when
Let's
they
give
get
them
up and live, let's give them an Iron Antler raid.
Yes.
Now, who's
We-
this?
The Rusty Magnets, Clay and Jen.
Oh, Rusty Magnets. Okay. Hey, Magnet, put your link up.
Hey, Bar Run. Thanks for coming in. We're just getting ready to get out of here, but we love each and every one of you. We appreciate it. All the love
Hi,
and
Bar Run.
support that we get from everyone. And
Thank you, Connie.
Oh my gosh.
Other side of the boat. Thank you.
Thank you, Peg Leggin. Thank you, Connie. Reach is going to try to drop Clay and Jen's link. Oh, okay. Clay's got it.
Oh, okay.
There it is, Rob. They magnet fish, and they're just now getting into metal detecting. And when we go up in there in May, we're going to be doing some detecting together, some magnet fishing together.
Hey, Mom.
Mhm.
Grandma thinks that she's. Does she
All
not?
right.
Once
I've got his
again,
channel pulled up.
I told you.
Thank you, Rob. We yeah, absolutely,
Had a great
Clay.
time, guys.
He is definitely
Joe,
an
just text
awesome
me your
guy.
address, buddy. I'll get your winning $2 bill out.
Thank you for coming
Guys,
up, Rob.
thanks so
Yeah.
much for having me on.
You're
And
welcome.
next, when you're heading back this way, you got my number.
Give
Let
us
me
a
know.
holler.
I
We'll
will
go
definitely be
do
stopping in,
some
sir.
checking.
All righty, guys. Thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
Have a blessed night. Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Have a great night, everybody. Like I said, go check out the Rusty Magnets. Clay and Jen have a big announcement they want to make. So give them an Iron Antler raid. Till next time, Mr.